Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We're so glad you've been watching us on our website. I hear a lot from you. It's rxhealthylife.com if you hadn't checked us out. And watch our shows and send us some information of what's going on in your world. We'd love to be able to give shows that make a difference for you. And speaking of things that make a difference, in our show today, we're going to have a great recipe with Colonel Paul and Dr. Evelyn Higgins on some nutritional tips that can make a difference in your life. So stay with us.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by The Vein Guys. Better legs, better life.
I took up kickboxing a couple of months before I turned 60. I had varicose veins. My veins would just swell up and sting, and I thought, something needs to be done. As soon as the bandage came off, I noticed that, hey, that thing's gone. I really could go work out the next day. My legs feel fantastic. I wear short shorts. If you want to have your veins taken care of, get with it, sister.
Enjoy the latest books from Edie Hand, a portion of sales benefit charities such as St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit www.ediehandfoundation.org or your local or online bookstore. Pick up your copies today. A Pocket Guide for the Alzheimer's Caregiver by Dr. Daniel Potts and his wife Ellen helps you understand this disease and get the best care possible. Go to alzpocketguide.com or any online bookstore for your copy. You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We hope you've been checking us out on our website, and we hope that you've been Facebooking us also. Well, joining me today is a dear friend, Colonel Paul.
Well, that's so sweet of you to say that, Edie. Thank you so much. Hey, bonjour, y'all. It is so nice to be here.
Well, and you know why I have you here? It's because you have so much wonderful energy and you have great recipes.
Yeah, the speed helps. All that coffee, and whatnot. Yeah, this is a healthy show.
It's a healthy show.
Yeah,
well, today we're going to do something that's heart healthy that I think everyone's going to like. Mm-hmm. Tell us, what's the name of the recipe today?
We are doing this is my favorite breakfast food. This is ground turkey and quinoa. Now, if you're not familiar with quinoa, which is a grain that comes from Peru.
Is this it?
It's actually not a grain, it's a grass, but it looks like a grain, acts like a grain, so we call it a grain. Very, very, very healthy. Of all the grains on the planet, like barley or wheat or anything, quinoa has the highest level of protein of all of them. There's 6 grams per serving in one of this. And it is an absolutely wonderful grain. It is gluten-free, it is wheat-free, so you don't feel bloated when you eat it, and it mimics eating bread when you're not eating bread, So
well,
it's a wonderful
stuff. I am going to be buying that, and I think that's great for our viewers out there.
Oh, it's wonderful. We have some right over here.
This is it right here.
Yeah, that's it in its natural state. You cook it like grits.
Grits.
You cook it just like grits, and this
Meaning with water.
Yeah, 1 cup quinoa, 2 cups of
water, boiling water.
1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water. You bring it to a boil, 15 minutes, boom, you got it. And this is what it looks like when you cook it.
Now I tried this a little earlier, and it's
delicious,
awesome.
isn't it?
It really is delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the name of this recipe that we're going to have, Colonel, is the ground turkey and onion, right?
Ground turkey and quinoa. Ground turkey and quinoa is the name of the recipe.
Okay.
It's a mixture of all kinds of different things in there.
Is it going to be on your website? And what's that website?
Oh, it's colonelpaul.com.
All right. Of course, we have it on rxhealthylife.com. Not only is the Colonel, for some of you that's seen him on the show before, he is quite an entrepreneur spirit, and he has his own product line that I really love. You can season a lot of great things. And I want you to take a look at his products. And Colonel, tell us a little bit about those products and how they came about. Yeah,
mine is the only Cajun seasoning made in Louisiana to come in mild, medium, or hot. That's my big claim to fame there. Colonel Paul's Cajun seasoning. It's very, very easy to find because it's got my picture on the label. Absolutely. It comes in mild, medium, hot. Absolutely.
Kind of like your life, right?
That's kind of like my life. Yeah. So you can have it as hot or as not hot as you want. It's all natural, no MSG, no preservatives. It has salt, but it doesn't have that much in it, so it wouldn't be so overpoweringly salty. And I use only those herbs and spices that are traditionally used in Louisiana cooking, so you get a wonderful flavor.
Well, what I love about it too is that it's easy for dips and a great. And we did the cookbook together.
That's
which,
right.
matter
We
of
sure
fact,
did.
From this kitchen, we did some things here at your brother's kitchen.
Yeah,
and
we sure
outside.
did. Yeah, our book's got my picture on it, got your picture on there too.
Well, thank God you let me share that moment.
I had to do that now. Absolutely. Yeah, but that was a lot of fun working that. It's our Cajun and Creole cooking with Miss Edie and the Colonel, which is a history of the evolution of Louisiana cuisine and all the different ethnic groups that came in to make it what it is. And it's got some wonderful recipes in there, absolutely.
And dips, and Colonel's line is, any dip can do it. So
that's right, absolutely. Colonel's Quick Dips, on the recipes on the side of the label.
All right, let's get into this. Tell us what's in this recipe.
What is in this recipe is, first you take some quinoa, and again, you cook this just like grits.
Okay, I'll lift it for you. There you go.
And you cook you some quinoa, and this is how it comes out,
right,
just like that. Absolutely wonderful by itself.
Yeah, all right.
The next thing is you saute some purple onions, some green and red bell peppers.
Okay, let's just leave it there.
Once that's nice and sauteed, you then take some ground turkey. And what helps makes this dish so heart smart is that we're using ground turkey as opposed to ground beef.
Right.
So it's much more heart smart in that respect. You could also use ground buffalo, which is also very good. Is a nice.
Well, I'm not going to have ground buffalo. I'm just telling you.
You don't know what's good, Dawn. I want you to know. It's absolutely so good. Yeah, absolutely. But we're going to put ground turkey in this. Then we're going to add some pasta sauce.
Any type of pasta sauce?
Well, you want a good pasta sauce that's not so high in fat. You could use, the safest thing to do would be use the tomato sauce.
Okay.
But you can get such wonderful, delicious pasta sauces now where they've put tomatoes and basil and other things in them. But you want one that's not so high in fat, that's got a nice little protein content to it.
Okay.
Put 2 cups of pasta sauce, some tomatoes, and then we're going to put some walnuts in there.
More protein.
Absolutely, more protein. Another very, very heart smart thing. You mix all this together, and this over here is what you get. Now, this is a wonderful breakfast food, y'all. I want you to know this is absolutely wonderful. This is grits on steroids, okay? This is really, really good, okay?
Oh, I may be having this one. Hang with us, Colonel, and I want everyone to stay with us, and we're going to be right back with more of this recipe, and we're going to stir it up and show you what it's going to look like. And join us in this segment will be Dr. Higgins.
Oh, yeah, may we.
We'll be right back.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Scott Crump Toyota Scion.
Spring is in the air, and so are the savings during Scott Crump Toyota's Spring Sales Event. Drive with 0 down, financing as low as 0%, plus make no payments for up to 90 days. New 2013 Corolla with navigation, $14,940. 2013 Camry SE, now $199 a month. Spring is in the air, and so are the savings at Scott Crump Toyota on Highway 78 in Jasper, or online at scottcrumptoyota.com.
At Scott Crump Toyota, we'll do whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Senna House, and I am taking a minute with Children's to learn how to pack a healthy lunch. This is my friend, Sue Teskey, and she's the director of the nutrition program at Children's. Miss Sue, what should I pack in my lunch?
Well, Senna, one helpful tool you can use is My Plate. You can include fruits and vegetables, a meat or meat alternative such as nut butters or cheese, a dairy product such as skim or non-fat milk, and whole grains such as whole wheat bread or crackers.
So, is what I eat at school each day important to helping me learn?
Absolutely, it helps with your performance at school as well as sets up healthy habits for later in life. For more information, you can visit the websites of the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Thanks so much for this valuable information, Miss Sue, and thank you for joining us for A Minute with Children. I'm Senna House, and until next time, eat smart.
You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome back into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We've been talking about a heart-healthy recipe. And joining me, of course, here is Colonel Paul.
Hello.
And now we have added Dr. Evelyn Higgins. Thank you.
Thank you.
You had
My
to get
pleasure.
somebody prettier than me, didn't you?
Well, it was inevitable.
That's right, it was inevitable.
And the other thing was that I wanted somebody that was just a little bit smarter, not a lot, but a little bit.
That's fine.
I mean, we got to go down the tree. I'm going to go into the pole.
She got a degree. I'm still digging for mine.
No, really, we were talking earlier, if you're just joining us, about the ingredients that go into this recipe, and the recipe is?
It's ground turkey and quinoa.
And quinoa, and of course the Colonel was sharing with us how much protein we can get from this, 6 grams, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. 6 grams per serving,
And,
absolutely.
And so what we wanted to do is, Dr. Higgins, we thought we could go through and really address this. I mean, let's talk about first with what we can, how healthy is this and how this could affect us mentally,
Absolutely. The quinoa, as Colonel Paul said earlier, 6 grams of protein, excellent source of protein, but additionally, it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is necessary for your body's proper functioning. So that is the ultimate in grains to have as the main source and cook around it, which is exactly what you're doing with this plate.
What I said.
He knows what he's talking about. Come on. It also has fiber, it has manganese, it has magnesium, and it
That
has
means you go to the
copper.
restroom regular. I got that.
I ain't even going there, Edie. I am not going there.
Let's keep this family friendly. Let's move on to the onions.
It's also
the
good
onions.
brain food, isn't it? I mean,
Absolutely,
good brain-
absolutely.
Yeah.
The,
Okay,
the
next.
red onions in there for your heart prevents atherosclerosis. So if you can take a food that can actually have a medicinal quality, that's a winner. That's what we should be eating.
Well, he's very fit. I'm just saying, and that's for
Absolutely.
us
Working on it.
as we season in life. It's very important. Now, and certainly we all know turkey.
Turkey, ground turkey, lean protein, which is an excellent source of, rather than say beef, this would be a good source of having less fat in the meal.
But a person could have beef if it were lean and it was
Sure.
in moderation.
Sure, absolutely. Anything in moderation.
Yeah,
That's,
ground
that's the key
buffalo
to health.
does really good in this.
Buffalo,
which is even,
absolutely
which is
great.
even
Let's
more
go back to the
Buffalo
buffalo
again,
because we're going to get
please, dear
Edie
Lord.
to taste some buffalo.
It'll be a surprise if we do, okay? And then tell us about this.
Well, the garlic, absolutely. Here's something about garlic that I bet you really don't know, that it will have a 30% less prevention model for colorectal cancer. If I told you I had a pill that could make your chances of colorectal cancer 30% less, you'd line up for it, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. Garlic.
Well, and the
Doc, you
Colonel-
missed the most important thing.
Yeah.
I can't
Tell that story,
you know,
Colonel.
Come
garlic is the world's most inexpensive and most effective known birth control device. Absolutely. You put enough of this in their food, you ain't got, if I had a daughter, 13-year-old daughter, and I'm worried about her, man, I'd be stuffing that garlic in her food. I'd sleep real
I
good
sure
at
glad
night.
our producer brought his sons to work today, so that they needed that bit of information.
It's also an antibiotic. Yeah.
I need a whole jug of it. All right, and tell us a little bit about this.
Lycopene, again for prostate cancer, good prevention food. Lycopene, and with the walnuts, vitamin E, excellent source of vitamin E. You can't lose with
That's
a meal
right.
like
Here
this.
we go with our greens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what would this be with our greens, what we've got?
That's parsley.
Just a
Okay.
It's more for color. and
right,
show, but
decorative.
yeah.
Mhm. Yep, makes our finished product look just like that. Beautiful.
And let's assembly this. So first, what would we put in here?
Well, first you got to get your skillet, and you got to put it
Here, let me do it for you. If you just tell
on
me.
the
let me
stove.
do it.
Of course, we don't have a stove to put it on here, so
Tell me
you
how
have
to do
to
it.
you have to
Let me do
pretend
it.
that we have a stove.
not gonna let me take
put
control.
put
Okay,
that
here we go.
put that in there. You just scrape that
I
into your
hate it
skillet.
when
You
you
have
don't
a
let me
little
take
olive
control.
oil in there with that. Just listen to that sizzle. Isn't that great? Yeah.
I do sound
Now you start to
effect.
saute all that up.
Olive
and-
oil, we're talking decreased cholesterol.
Absolutely.
Okay, Colonel, take control.
Once that gets nice and soft and turns color, that's when we put in our ground turkey. And again, you
And
can,
how much ground turkey?
This is this is a big recipe. This recipe calls for 2 pounds of turkey. Okay,
Wow,
2 pounds
okay.
of ground turkey, because this is going to make enough for a week. Again, this is a good breakfast food. This will really be heart healthy for you and help you get going in the morning.
Okay.
And you can go through the rest of the day. So this is great. You put that in there.
All right.
After you get your turkey gone like that, next we add some tomatoes.
That gives it pretty color.
Good, yeah, and all the benefits that the good doctor told us about, and also some nice pasta sauce or good tomato
You just
sauce.
use like one jar, or you
Yeah,
just
well,
do
you need 2 cups. There's 2 cups in this
2
jar.
cups in it.
Just trust
And our
me on that,
recipe will
Edie.
be-
I ain't lying. There are 2 cups in here.
I
And you
didn't
put
see
all
it.
that
It's
in,
on our website.
mixed in. Then, of course, you also have to have your garlic. Oh, God, do I love garlic. Absolutely. Lots of good health benefits there. And you have your walnuts. You see all this stuff that I'm putting in here? This is a real powerhouse, isn't it, Doc?
This is
I mean, it
delicious.
really is.
And let's final it up with this.
And once you finally get all that mixed like that, you put in your quinoa. Of course, you got to flavor this, so it's nice to have some good herbs and spices in there. And I just happen to have my own brand with my name on there, Colonel Paul's. And you just take you some all natural, herbs and spices.
Okay,
lots of
Colonel,
things.
there we
Take
go.
that,
Pop that
sprinkle
in
a little in there. A little shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Put that in there. Get that all mixed up. This is mild. I'm usually mild, so it's
You
mild.
cannot drink anymore before we do this. And I want you to know, everyone, that this is what we've got right here is our finished product. Thank you, Dr. Higgins, for being
Thank
a
you,
part of
Edie.
this.
My pleasure.
Colonel,
Yeah, thank you
always
so
a
much.
delight.
Appreciate
And I
it.
hope you'll check out RX Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. It's our website, rxhealthylife.com. We thank you for joining us right here on Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles, and we'll be right back with
Bien
more.
manger, y'all.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles, brought to you in part by Autotex Pink. Change your blades, change a life.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand.
I'm Paula Lombard.
And Paula, thank you for being here today. We've got Pave the Way to make a difference with your pink wipers to wipe out breast cancer. And how can we do that?
Go to our website, autotexpink.com.
Make a difference and pave the way. Hi, I'm Edie Hand here at Scott Crump Toyota, and we're paving the way to make a difference for our youth. And you can too. So log on to our websites because we're paving the way.
Make a difference. Pave the way.
Children's of Alabama has been taking care of kids across our state for over 100 years. The opening of the Benjamin Russell Hospital for Children allows even more patient care. It leads the country in technology and innovation, including 17 state-of-the-art operating rooms, an expanded imaging center, and the Bruno Pediatric Heart Center, just to name a few. Children provides the highest level of care in a loving, comforting environment. I hope that you or anyone in your family never needs to be a patient, but if they do, Children's is here for you.
Here's a prescription for a better life with Dr. Evelyn Higgins.
And hello, I'm Dr. Evelyn Higgins, and in this Health Minute we're talking about the value of fruits in your diet. I've got some beautiful fruits here for us to explore. The first thing when we're thinking about foods is that fruit is actually grown and not processed. With the amount of foods that we have and the lifestyle diseases that we look at, so much of it has to do with now eating so many more processed foods in our diet, meaning that they're not real. They're not made from real foods. For example, with an apple, we have the exterior of it contains fiber that is just beautiful for your body. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. These things have been made up for a reason. When we're talking about blueberries, probably the most perfect food. The value of blueberries, the antioxidants, powerful source. When you think about the lifestyle diseases, cardiovascular disease, one of the perfect foods, blueberries. When we think about the aging population and dementia, one of the superfoods, blueberries again. So if you start thinking about incorporating these foods into your diet as medicine, let the food be thy medicine and the medicine be thy food, that Hippocrates said so long ago, still makes sense today. Probably even more so today when we think about diabetes, a lifestyle disease. We actually know that can be reversed now through the use of foods, healthy foods, foods like these type of fruits. It's a staple. It must be consumed in your diet every single day. And this is the power. These are things that are within your control. This is what you can do for your health today.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by the Edie Hand Foundation, www.ediehandfoundation.org. Enjoy the latest books from Edie Hand. A portion of sales benefit charities such as St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit www.ediehandfoundation.org or your local or online bookstore. Pick up your copies today. A Pocket Guide for the Alzheimer's Caregiver by Dr. Daniel Potts and his wife Ellen helps you understand this disease and get the best care possible. Go to alzpocketguide.com or any online bookstore for your copy.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand.
And I'm Scott Crump.
And today we're here at Scott Crump to pave the way to make a difference for our youth.
And Edie, we'll do whatever it takes to help pave the way.
And you can too. Log on to our websites because we're paving the way. 13.
I'm motivational speaker and author Dale Smith Thomas, and my philosophy has always been we should be hope dealers, helping other people excel. Log on to my website, winnersbychoice.com, for your free motivational gift. Let's all change the world.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles wants to help you pave the way to a better life.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We hope you've been checking us out on our website at rxhealthylife.com or become a friend of ours on Facebook. Today we're talking about heart-healthy recipes. We've had Colonel Paul on our show, and today we're also talking with Dr. Evelyn Higgins, and welcome.
Thank you, Edie. My pleasure.
Well, I'd like for folks to know a little bit more about you, so tell them how to reach you on the website and what exactly you do.
Sure. My website is drhiggins.com, all spelled out, DOCTORHIGGINS.com. You can reach me there, ask me questions, go to my radio shows, a lot of information on there, blogs, resources.
You have a syndicated radio show, that's right.
Correct. Now, what I do is look at health as more than just the absence of disease, which is different than the model that we use. So I look at preventing disease rather than just waiting until someone's sick and saying, okay, now we have a choice. Do you want to have surgery or do you want to take pharmaceutical drugs or whatever the case may be? So I try to get people to be inspired, to be educated, and to realize that they have the power within them to change their health by taking real lifestyle steps each and every day.
Well, that's what in Colonel Paul's recipe. Tell us how this with Heart Healthy, some things that can make a difference for us with this recipe.
Oh, the recipe that we've done is absolutely tremendous. I mean, the foods are medicinal foods, meaning that they really are the same as taking medicine. When we talked about all the different ingredients that are in there, what they can do for your health is amazing. And we talk about the heart. You know, the heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States. It's both preventable,
especially for women. Yeah.
Right. For women, it's men and women, but for women, it sneaks up on you. It's very different. It's not the Hollywood dramatic heart attack. But the #1 killer in the United States is both chronic and preventable. So for me to say to you something that kills more than anything else in this country is preventable should make you say that's got to be a mistake. Can't be. How can that be? And it's through foods, it's through lifestyle, it's through exercise, it's through meditation. It's about getting in touch with yourself and taking the action steps to create a different life.
And so for us to pave the way to make it different for someone else is really for people that you're around, as you should be an example for them. And if someone is having a tough time, how do you think we should approach them?
You know, you don't want to force feed anyone, no pun intended. You want to just lead by example and say, you know, let me just tell you what that food could do for you. You know, just share and let them see you making changes in your life where you no longer have your meals served through a window thrown at the car. You know, that you actually have real food and you're making changes, and then they're going to see the physical changes in your body, and they're going to see the mental changes in how you think, how you feel, how you approach life differently as a result of putting good things in there.
And I think too, with our energy level changes.
Absolutely. You'll be on fire. You'll be the person that people say, what are you on? What drug are you taking? For real. You know?
Colonel Paul, what drugs is he on?
I can't speak for Colonel Paul.
Well, in wrapping this up, what are some of those powerhouse, foods?
Well, for example, heart healthy foods, we would want to think green leafy vegetables. For example, spinach, kale, excellent source of calcium, excellent antioxidants, beautiful foods for you. You want to think oatmeal. We want to think salmon as a food for heart healthy. Blueberries, the most perfect single food we have, antioxidants. Those things can actually change your life. And I guarantee, just, if you really don't eat anything that I just said on that list, just incorporate one a day. Because if you do it all at once, you're never going to stay with those lifestyle changes. Incorporate one a day. See how you feel. Do your own experiment. Don't even tell anybody, because you don't want to let on that you might actually want to become healthier. Just do it a little bit at a time.
That's great advice.
And tell me if you don't change. You will.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Edie.
And thank you for watching us right here on Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. And we'll see you next week at the same time.